Hey guys, VideoJames, and we're going to be breaking down the new Transformers The Last Night trailer that aired on the Super Bowl day. And I know I'm kind of late getting to this, that I could have made this video ages ago, but I already had other videos planned for those days, so I decided I'd do it now and just break down everything after I've had time to go and look at this trailer, look back at the other trailer, and then look back at this trailer again, kind of get all the information wound up into a nice little ball. So, this first trailer was only like 54 seconds long, and it was the Super Bowl trailer, the one they kept showing during the Super Bowl. And there are some videos where it's that one and the original trailer attached to each other. So I'm gonna just use this video, because there are some instances in the second trailer that I like to point out that kinda hint at the first trailer and some of the breakdowns of it. So right away we see that we've got like a bunch of desert locations and a whole bunch of random spots on Earth and all that. And we see that there's all these Cybertronian landscapes around them. Like there's all these Cybertronian technological buildings and all that. Like we got something that looks like the Matrix, like half the Matrix sticking up out of the ground. And then we got this guy who's going to be one of the main characters. I don't think anyone really knows his name, but he's like an English professor or something. And then we see a whole bunch of Transformer ships right there. And of course there's the other main character with her scooter robot and the yellow robot that we saw in the first trailer. And there's Mark Wahlberg again. And that was something else I wanted to say, because right here we see Grimlock getting taken down. And we already know from the first trailer that there was some kind of roar in it somewhere that kind of sounded like Grimlock, but we didn't know what it was. Now that we actually see Grimlock in this trailer, we can kind of guess that Grimlock was the roar that we heard in the first trailer, and he will be showing back up. And then right here we see Mark Wahlberg again, along with the other main character, I forget her name. And we see, and this is another thing, is that people are thinking that that giant planet that is moving towards the moon. I'm sorry if I stuttered during any of this. I'm really excited about the Transformers movie. And I know my expression doesn't usually show it, but when I get excited, sometimes my voice will like stutter and I'll say the wrong thing. So if I'm stuttering, that's why. Again, please forgive. I know I hate stuttering myself. But anyway, people have been theorizing that that giant planet that we saw from the first trailer is actually Unicron, because later on in the video we'll see that we think Optimus might actually be infected with Dark Energon. But here we see whatever that giant planet was going over the moon and destroying the Ark. And then we see, again, that Optimus is just sitting here, floating in space, no energon left in him, nothing. He's just dead, and he's out in a place where no one would even think to look, because it's so far out in deep space. And as we saw in the first trailer, we saw him taking on Bumblebee, and we also saw Megatron come back, so we don't know. But there is, like, a huge theory centered around Dark Energon being involved in the fifth movie. And then we've got this sort of Omega Lock looking thing. So some people think that the Omega Lock is actually hidden on Earth, and it's going to be used to either bring back Cybertron and restore it to the first state it was in, or just to destroy Earth altogether. Because some people, there's that whole theory rounding off from Transformers 4, where Lockdown said that the creators wanted to wipe their chessboard clean. So maybe they're planning to use the Omega Lock to completely reset Cybertron and all the Cybertronians, and just refresh them all and completely restart over. And then we see, hold on, let me go back to this. And then we see Optimus' eyes go red for like a split second, and then they turn purple. When normally you see in Autobot's eyes, they're blue, so we can pretty much guess that Optimus is infected by Energon because, well, not infected by Energon, infected by Dark Energon, because even Megatron in the movie franchise actually didn't have purple eyes, he had red eyes. So we can pretty much guess that Optimus is infected with Dark Energon, because it's probably him trying to carry out his creator's work, because he was dead, so they were thinking, okay, we can reprogram him and fill him with Dark Energon so he'll listen to us. because the creators wanted to just completely clear everything, like I said. They wanted to just get rid of everything they had done, reset Cybertron, reset all the Transformers, and just restart over and make the Transformers again. And then, again, we see Optimus and B slugging it out. And this is my favorite part, because B gets that giant axe, and it just makes him seem all the more better to me. And another thing I wanted to point out is a lot of people are wondering why Optimus has that one side of his face that's, like, just red. Like, there's one side of his face that's completely red. And my idea is that he tried to fight the creators when he woke up, and that might be their blood, and it kind of insta-dried like paint. But, I don't know. I think that's the most sound thing I've heard on it, because when you look at it, it does kind of resemble the consistency of blood. If we go back to here, you'll see that's not like the same red coat of paint that he's got on his truck or on his shield, and that it's a darker, almost sort of blood kind of red. And again, we'll also see that it's not completely covering all of his metal, that it's kind of shifting on and off where it wants to go, kind of like a liquid surface or like blood. So let me just go back a second here to where Bumblebee was fighting Optimus. And we're thinking, this is another theory that I had, is that because when we go to this spot, we see Bumblebee and Optimus are fighting, but we don't see where. That it's like, it's some random location that we have no idea where it's at, but it's clearly like Cybertronian. So a lot of people, especially me, are thinking that maybe Optimus and B are taken to some sort of gladiator arena as some sort of creator trial to see whether they'll listen to B and let him decide the future of Cybertron and the Transformers, or whether B will be killed. But I highly doubt that it's going to be the B killed theory, because, like we said, there is that confirmed Bumblebee spin-off movie coming out, so we can't have B die. And I just love Bumblebee's giant axe. That is absolutely amazing. You can't not want to go see that movie after seeing both of the trailers. And that's basically the breakdown of it. You can't really take down much more from the first trailer. I did say in the first trailer that there was a new Decepticon, or I thought there was a new Decepticon. A lot of people are also speculating that that might actually be Megatron coming back as like a super powered up sort of mode. So Megatron might be making a comeback in this series. We might see less of the Autobots because, like we said back in the beginning of this, Lennox is looking for Autobots. Hang on, wait a sec.
Where are the others? Ones you're hiding.
We see Lennox was looking for others, meaning he could have been looking for more of the Autobot supporters or something like that. But the more likely theory is that since we saw that one dying Transformer, the yellowish one, that he's most likely talking about like Crosshairs and Drift and all them. And it is confirmed that they will actually be returning to the movie. I don't know about Hound. I forget whether or not Hound's supposed to be coming back. But it is kind of guessed that Lennox and the government are kind of trying to hunt down the rest of the Transformers to try and just get rid of them all, seeing that there's no way they're all going to be safe with Transformers still around. But anyway, that's basically the breakdown for the second Transformers trailer using what knowledge we have so far. I really want to go see this movie now. I kind of can't not go see it. It just seems too awesome to pass up. I mean, yeah, the Transformers 4 movie does kind of deter me from going to see it, but still, at the same time, it kind of makes me want to go see it even more in the hopes that it'll actually be better, because for Transformers 5, they just got rid of all the writers, got rid of basically everyone they had, and brought in a whole new batch of people to kind of take over and make the new Transformers movie. So hopefully it'll be better than TF4, and TF5 last night will probably be somewhere among the ranks of TF3 or TF2. I'm not going to say TF1, because from the trailers and all that, it doesn't look like TF1 can be passed by any of the Transformers movies that have come out. And that's just my opinion. But, like I said, TF1 is my favorite Transformers movie, and it just looks like it's the best one to actually come out. And I'm not sure if the Bumblebee spin-off is going to be any better. I haven't really seen any trailers or any release notes for that, except that there is confirmation that it is going to come out. But, again, like I said, that's it for the breakdown of Transformers 5. Hopefully you guys like this video, and if you guys have any other theories, that you might have about the movie, or that you've heard about the movie, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and if you like this video, go ahead and slap the like button as always, and I will see you dudes in the next video.